live or work near Binghamton's North Side, make an appointment at Lourdes, 1130 Upper Front Street. Call 584-0113.
Your locally owned and operated station presents That Sunday Show with your host, Fred Hotchkiss. Brought to you by Audio Classics, Hussar Insurance, Greg's Marketplace in Whitney Point and Marathon, Albright Electric, The Goat Boy Owego, Sherry Palm Clinical Social Worker, Baked Euphoria, York Productions, At Your Service Grooming, Taylor Reynolds Jensen Road Vestal, and Greater Binghamton's official at work station at 101.7, 102.5, and around the world at Magic1017FM.com.
All music heard on That Sunday Show is the property of the writers and performers.
This is what music was created for. Magic
101.7. Hey, good morning, Binghamton, Southern Tier. Anybody can hear my voice? It's That Sunday Show on Magic 101.7. I'm Fred, and I'm here with my new co-host, Colin.
Good morning, and welcome to friends listening from Rochester, John Trahey, David Korber from Florida, and Kerry Hart from Texas.
Yes, sir. And our theme music this morning is brought to us by Bad Weather Blues. First, want to say thank you, everybody, sponsors, listeners, and Acoustic Persuasion, who's getting ready to play something for us. They're tuning up, but we're going to open the show this morning. Well, first of all, I want to review real quickly. The show is about featuring local music, local talent, celebrating the abundance of great music we have here, and encouraging people to get out and support these musicians and the places that support them. So next week we've got a very, very exciting show with a local guitarist, Jamie Willard, and we're also featuring the Sultana Project, which we did a little feature on last week. We're going to do something on it right now. It takes you right back to the Civil War. There we go.
Set free at 4 Mile Bridge. mountaintop so high, so I can be much closer to my master in the sky. Keep it lockstep now, don't you fall behind. So onward we shall march, set free at 4 Mile Bridge. Keep it lockstep now, don't you fall behind. So onward we shall march, set free at 4 Mile Bridge.
Okay, we had a little problem with the CDs there. There's actually 2 CDs in that package, and we had the wrong one queued up, but Hey, also coming up on May 12th, we've got the Barefoot Betty Acoustic Band and the Dan Flugel Project. So we got all kinds of stuff we're working on. We're also in the planning stages of having a Tuesday night live show. We'll keep you posted on when that's going to happen. But right now, let's say hello to Acoustic Persuasion. Thank you for being here, folks.
Thanks for having us.
Before we get into too much talk, why don't you show us what you can do? Very nice indeed. Is it tough to wake up on a Sunday morning and sound that good?
Yes, it is.
Sunday morning is not the musical long suit, I don't think.
So let's do some introductions. Who do we have here today from Acoustic Persuasion?
Marv Williams.
You probably ought to step up to the mic a little, Marv.
Marv Williams.
Okay. Who else?
I'm Jack McKissick. I'm the bass player.
Okay.
Carrie Shore, fiddle player.
All right.
Murray Burstyn, djembe player.
All right. Fantastic.
I must be guitar. That's all's left.
That's right. So how long have you guys been around? How did you form? Give us the story.
Well, we've been playing for about 4 months together, actually. Marv and I had been playing a little longer than that. We had been in an electric band called Electric Brew. We play electric blues, and we kept talking, saying, we need to do this acoustic, we need to do this acoustic. And I know Carrie, and gave her a buzz, and she said, sure, we'll try it. And
awesome.
Marv knows Murray, and in we came.
4 months.
4 months.
Wow.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, the goal was to put together some instrumentation that's a little bit different with a fiddle player and a djembe player instead of a full drum kit for an acoustic set.
You do well on that thing, too. It sounds good. Sounds really good. Adds a lot to the sound. You're just dying to pepper.
No,
I didn't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A hard time.
Go ahead. No. That's what you're here for. Work them over.
Well, I've known Jack for a long time, and he's got a lovely wife, Karen. She's out there listening. Very tolerant lady, I might add. Jack and I go back years and years and years, and he is probably the most busiest retired bass player I've ever met. He's I'm not sure, how many bands are you in now that you, I know because you're playing with us periodically.
I pretty much routinely play with 4, and others, pretty much anyone who will have me, I'll play with. So
he's out of the house, right?
He's busy, and we've got a lot of funny stories because we used to be in a band called Bad Mud together, which that's a whole nother story. But it's a fun one. But Jack and I go way back. And Marv I met at Red's Cattle Inn.
Yep, that's true.
And Red's, maybe it's my imagination, but the music is getting better and better every week, and the crowds are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I actually wanted
Thursday nights
at Red's Kettle Inn at 7 to 10, and it's hosted by Tom and Beth Ormsby. Well, Marv showed up, and guitar players are funny because they're always kind of like rating each other, and when I met Marv, we were very complimentary toward each other. He's just a really nice mannered guy, and he's absolutely awesome.
Did you know you'd have a radio show someday?
I didn't know I was having a radio show.
That's the only reason I went there.
But it's a testament to him and Jack, and I don't know the other two, but I've heard them their CD.
Nice people.
I'm sure you are, because they don't hang out with bad people. And plus, we have a little guy here. And and that's your son.
My Joshua, yeah.
Joshua, and he wants to have his picture taken with everybody.
He's going to be our roadie, really.
But Marv is, he's a finger picker, right? You don't use a pick, right? And he plays a lot of good blues, and he's just a very, very nice guy. There's none of that competitive stuff. Despite what you and I spoke about earlier, Fred. There's not that much of that competitive edge. Is there, Jack?
No, and actually going back to the Reds Jam, that's where Marv and I first hooked up, actually, and what's really nice about that, the atmosphere of this, we get some amazing talent showing through, but probably the thing that's most impressive about it is the atmosphere is not one of competition. It's one of allowing people to come in and everyone trying to support each other. And growing out of that have been a couple of different projects that have been really cool. And I have to say, if I hadn't gotten out there and was playing with people I'd never met, this band wouldn't exist, nor would the other one that we do, Electric Brew. So
that's really cool, really cool. But let's go ahead and hear another song, as long as you guys are ready. And I was going to say something else, but go ahead and play something.
I believe baby's got a black cat bone. I believe baby's got a black cat bone. Seems like everything I do, she knew it wrong. See, I tried so hard to get along with that woman of mine. See, I tried so hard to get along with that woman of mine. Seems like the more I tried, the more she be out running around cheating and lying. I went all the way down to Dallas, Texas, down to Wichita Falls, thinking about that big-legged woman. Ain't no walking on, I believe. Baby's got a black cat bone. Seems like the more I try, the more I do it wrong.
Texas, down to Wichita Falls. Think about that big-legged woman. Ain't no walking all I believe. Baby's got a black cat bone. She's like a boy I tried. Oh, she got one of my cheated lies.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Very cool. That sounded great.
That's Albert King.
Yeah. Beautiful song. All right, so getting back to, you've only been around 4 months, so how about a little bit more musical history on each of you? Marv, what's your background? You've been around for a little while playing music.
Playing music around here for probably 25 years.
Okay. Various
bands. Various bands, and I do quite a bit of solo work also.
Okay.
And always love the acoustic stuff, so.
You do well with it.
Oh, thanks. I do a lot of electric stuff. I just, somehow it's not quite as comfortable as this is my.
Carrie, how about you?
How about me? I've been playing, I guess, for 32 years. Oh, man.
Come on, you're not that old.
I am that old. So 32 years, but I
born with a fiddle.
I was born with a fiddle in my hand. Yeah. No, I started with classical training, learned in school. Keep music in the schools is all I can say about that. But
Amen.
And then I just kept playing in orchestras, and I just loved it. But I've always loved to kind of improvise and hear the tunes and back the music. I don't, fiddle players. A lot of people play lots of fiddle tunes, but I really like the collaboration and the music making. Especially these guys. They're excellent musicians.
Yeah. As far as bands in your past, or
yeah, I've played for many years, I guess 11 years at least, with a guy named Phil Shapiro out of Ithaca, and we play a lot of folk, acoustic, American kind of stuff. I played with a band locally, the Shambles, which was a lot of fun for that time, and I'm really just having a blast with these guys. It's so great to be hooked up with musicians that are really just stellar. I mean, fun to play with and knowledgeable and do some great harmonies and fun stuff.
Murray, how about you?
How about me what?
Give us a little history on your musical
Oh, wow. I started djembe in 92 when I traveled with the Dead, and that's a 3-beat system versus 4 count where I do here. I started doing that open mics around here a few years, I'd say about 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
That was a little tough transaction, but got into it and started playing at Reds and playing with this local guy doing open jams, and who introduced me to Marv. He was looking for an something acoustic, and that's how.
Boom.
Yeah. So.
Excellent.
Yep, not much, and I never played in a band before. Always wanted to when I was little, but
you made it.
I made it. 42 years old, and I'm finally here.
And for the longest history.
Yeah, I'm not sure we have time. I played my first barroom job at the tender age of 16 up in the Syracuse area. I've been playing the country rock circuit. I did several years up that way, and that was a ton of fun, and went from all different levels of bands up in that area. Moved down here in 82 and played with bands doing the southern rock thing, and actually played in 50s, 60s revival band called the Revivers. That was a ton of fun. Of recent, I played with a guy named Matt Burt, who's a local singer-songwriter. Colin mentioned that we had played as Bad Mud a couple years back. A couple years ago, yeah, something like that. Played with a band called Juke Joint Cowboys that was doing straight-up country music, which was really cool. And did want to also mention that the way I happened on to Cary was through yet another of the local jams that happens. The last Sunday of every month, there's an acoustic jam at the Vestal Public Library. It's been going on for years and years and years, and there are some, again, real talented folks that show up, and if folks have a taste for like folk or acoustic music, that's a great one to show up.
Do they still do that?
Yeah, they actually do it on Saturday.
Did I?
Yeah, well,
that's
said,
right.
Because unfortunately, the budget cuts for the library, so it's on Saturday now.
There had to be 30 people in a room in a big circle with stand-up basses and banjos and mandolins and guitars. It was really awesome.
Yeah, it's 11 to 2, and yeah, it's just a lot lot of fun. Danielle Spindler-Swart puts that together, and
that's the Vestal Library.
Vestal Library, yeah.
And it is. It's a round robin circuit. You just go person to person. You lead that song, and the rest of the room backs you. I've had the opportunity to play bluegrass music with a harp playing at the same time, which was really one of my coolest musical experiences ever. She was really, really good. But I mean, I'm not talking harmonica. I'm talking a harp.
Angel harp.
Which was really, really cool. So.
Brings it in on a piano, Dolly. Yeah. All right, so what are you going to play next and why? I see you got a big book there. How did you make your selections of the songs for this morning?
Just stuff we like.
Yeah, we actually
Dartboard?
at the last practice we put together.
Yeah, we thought we'd plan ahead.
Yeah, we were.
Wow.
We were taking this
unlike what we do live.
Sometimes,
serious stuff.
We'll be playing live, and all of a sudden we're playing a song, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna play this song, Carrie." I'm like, "Do I know this song?"
We don't generally work off of a list when we play live. But,
what are you gonna do?
We're gonna do a Steel Driver song called "If It Hadn't Been for Love."
All right.
Never would have hitchhiked to Birmingham if it hadn't been for love. Never would have caught the train to Louisiana if it hadn't been for love. Never would have run through the blinding rain without $1 to my name if it hadn't been for love. Never would have seen the trouble that I'm in if it hadn't been for love. Would have been gone like the wayward wind if it hadn't been for love. Nobody knows it better than me. I wouldn't be wishing I was free if it hadn't been for love. Four cold walls against my will. At least I know she's lying still. Four cold
It sounds pretty good on the headphones. Yeah.
That's only for talking.
It's only for talking. I know. Let's do some talking. You guys tell us about what your current projects are and plans and gigs and all that kind of stuff.
We're just starting to get out there, so we're looking for places to play.
Okay.
And looking for some opportunities to.
How do people track you down? You got a website? You got a Facebook page?
Probably the easiest way to get a hold of us is through the Acoustic Persuasion Facebook page.
Okay.
We've got links to get a hold of and to demo our stuff, although
All right.
if you're listening to us today, you're hearing us.
Yes,
so.
yes.
And we do have a couple upcoming shows. We'll be at the Blind Tiger on the 11th of May. We'll be May 31st at Jake's Place in Hillcrest.
Okay.
And June 27th, we're going to be on at McGurk's out in Shenango Bridge.
All right.
So those are all some
Cool.
pretty great clubs. Actually, we've played at the Blind Tiger several times so far, and so far things have been going real well.
Super.
I just want to tell you, my daughter Molly and Hannah they just told me that they think you guys are wonderful and they wanted to say hello to all of you.
Oh, hi, guys.
How do the vocals sound? Is he close enough to the mic?
Stumbled over to my tongue neighbor.
The Blind Tiger also has an awesome outdoor deck facility, an outdoor bar facility, and that's an awesome place to go see a band in the summertime, especially.
Yeah. Been there,
We're
done
big
that.
believers in supporting live music. That's one of the big things. Live local is a
Us
good
too.
thing.
Yeah.
So.
Beautiful thing.
Now,
Beautiful
Jack
thing.
is with another band, just for a second, and you're playing this Saturday night, right?
This Saturday, I'll be playing with a fella named Pete Weston, and the name of the band is Pete Weston and Humble Beginnings. It also includes Mark Ciacelli, who's also with a local band called Just Passing Through. Mark is an absolutely astounding guitar player, and Pete is a real good vocalist. He's been with the Dan Flugel Project for years and years, who's going to be on this. So as you may be picking up from this, local music is all interrelated. And one of the things, we hear a lot of folks saying, that there isn't a heck of a music scene, that people don't support one another in the Binghamton music scene. And my experience with that really has just not been that. At least the avenues of the Binghamton music scene that I've been connected with, we've got a lot of folks working to help the other people get promoted and playing out, kind of interchanging, and what happens with that is people get other ideas other than what they're doing and what they're used to doing. They bring them back to other projects, and everybody wins. So.
Yeah.
Especially the venues, the people who are supporting the live musicians and having live music at their place.
Speaking of which, you just reminded me of something. I saw on Facebook Driftwood, who was kind enough to come in on our very, very first show, which was a huge plus for us, got us a few listeners.
Boy, I guess so.
Yeah, they came in. They're playing tonight at the Belmar with a guy named Chris Merkley, who was also on the show with the Digger Jones Band. Okay. That's tonight at 10 at the Belmar. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Cool. They're also playing warm-up for Old Crow Medicine show later in the year at the brewery in Cooperstown, which is a huge show for them. So, so that's a nice opportunity for those guys. They've been out there plugging and are really just stellar musicians.
Oh, and such a unique sound too.
Yep.
Just totally different anything you've heard. We're going to have them back here pretty soon, I think. I'm working on that.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, Mark, your music is that's really rootsy stuff that you're doing. Goes way back, right?
That's mostly from folk roots.
Yeah.
I mean, I've mostly played a lot of folk solo accompaniment and build my own arrangements, basically, with a fingerstyle.
That sounds awesome.
And Mark's got a really excellent way around that guitar. I mean, he just,
he does.
He's down on the lower end and he's all the way up in the top frets and all of this, and I enjoy watching him play. I mean,
me too.
Sometimes I get lost because I'm watching him play. I don't know.
You have to use all the frets or they get worn out.
Well, that's right. And they don't want him to feel left out either.
That's what my problem is.
The tune that we started with was a Hot Tuna tune. It's a traditional tune, but Hot Tuna was the one who really started that one out and made it more popular. And we're, to the best of my knowledge, the only band in the area that's covering Hot Tuna at all. We'll do 4 or 5 during the course of a night, and it's because Marv generally channels those guys. So,
you going to channel him this morning?
That and Mark Knopfler.
yeah, he also channels Mark Knopfler pretty well.
Oh, yeah,
actually, yeah. So, shall we?
I think we have time for one more, and then Dana's going to be giving me the break signal, so go for it.
We're going to do a Southern rock medley.
All right.
Well, the man's been mistreated. Lady been kicked around. Made a lot that he might do. But it keeps going down. Well, the man is the bottom. Tell you for sure, there ain't no place left to go. There ain't no place left to go. Man locked up by a woman. Man locked up in the street. Man locked up in the jailhouse. Man locked into a bedroom. Well, the man has the bottom. One thing for sure, there ain't no place left to go. There ain't no place left to go. Blue is my color. His ring is my ball and chain. 13 is my number. Hard luck is my middle name. Well, the man has the bottom. Tell you for sure, there ain't no place left to go. There ain't no place left to go. I've been run down. I've been lied to. Don't know why. Let that mean woman make me a fool. Take all my money. Wreck my new car. Now she's with one of my good time buddies. Drinking it so cross kind of wild. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. My friends tell me that I've been such a fool. Now if you stand by and take it, oh, for loving you, got myself in sorrow. 'Cause I look at what you've done. Nothing seems to change. The bad times stay the same, and I get around. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. Blue is my color. His ring is my ball and chain. 13 is my number. Hard luck is my middle name. Well, the man is the bottom. Tell you for sure, there ain't no place left to go. There ain't no place left to go.
Yeah. Excellent. Fantastic. All right, this is Acoustic Persuasion. We're going to a break.
Magic 101.7. All.
Are we back on? All right. This is Colin. Obviously, this has been wonderful so far this morning, and you're going to do a few more for us, right?
Absolutely.
And the name of the song is?
This is going to be Turn the Page.
Turn the Page.
Bob Seger.
By Bob Seger. Hit it. Let's do it.
Highway east of Omaha, and listen to the engine moaning out its one old song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering where they always do when you're riding 16 hours and there's nothing much to do, and you don't feel much like riding. You just wish the trip was through. See, here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, and the star again. There I go, turn the page. Strung out from the road, and you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear him talk, other times you can. On the same old cliches, said a woman or a man, and you always seem outnumbered. You don't dare make the stand. See, here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away. Every ounce of energy, try to get away as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head. Smoke the day's last cigarette, remembering what she said. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. Here I go, playing the star again. There I go, turn the page. Here I am waiting.
Hey, I think we got time for one more, ladies and gents. What do you want to do?
You can do a tune by the Grateful Dead, End the Time Out. One of my favorites that we do.
Again, this is Acoustic Persuasion. Thanks for coming by this morning. And we'll see you all over town. We'll see you at Red's Kettle Inn. Periodically anyways, right?
Blind Tiger on the
Blind
11th.
Tiger, yeah.
Where is that?
Jake's on the 31st. It's over by the Traditions, the old IBM Country Club. It's across the street from that.
It's a great place.
Great place, actually.
So-
Great food.
I understand we have people from down in Florida that are listening in and all over. And I know I have people from Texas and in the Rochester area. So you got a lot of people out there listening.
My mom's in Florida.
And your mom's in Florida, and she's
My
listening
sister.
in?
Absolutely.
I've gotten several Facebook posts from folks comments saying they're listening.
Well, we got enough people from down in Florida. Maybe we should just go down there next time and do it.
Oh, there you go.
So, all right, let's hit it.
Done.
Take a little powder, take a little salt, put it in my shotgun, and I go walking down, two-by, two-by, bully, looking high, looking low, gonna scare you out of sugar. Mr. Charlie told me so. Take a life, won't even take a limb. Just under the shotgun, take a little skin, two-by, bully, looking high, looking low, gonna scare you up, shoot ya. Mr. Charlie told me so. Well, take your silver dollars, take your silver dimes, mix it up together and some alligator wine. I can hear the drums through all day long. Mr. Charlie tells me, can't do nothing wrong. Juba, bully, looking high, looking low, gonna scare you up, shoot ya. Mr. Charlie told me so. Take your silver dollars, take your silver dimes, mix it up together and some alligator wine. Mr. Charlie tells me, won't you like to know? Give you a little warning before I let you know. Juba, bully, looking high, looking low, gonna scare you up, shoot ya. Mr. Charlie told me, Mr. Charlie told me so.
Well, that was so good. Somebody's at the door. That was so good. That was wonderful. So we got time for two more.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome. All right then, let's do two more.
Wait, that was our
To keep track of the time, Dana tells me that we still got 10 minutes to go.
Alrighty then.
So, what's next?
Who can say? I think we're gonna play something.
So Allman Brothers.
Some Allman Brothers. We're gonna play some Allman Brothers.
Cool.
Let's do it.
what you want. Sometimes when you don't, leave your mind at home and just get high. Just get high. That Sunday morning sunshine felt like rain before they all seemed the same. With the help of God and two friends, I'm gonna realize I still have too strongly feel ways to fly. Oh, I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like a hurricane, running at the subway train. Don't forget the pole.
Fantastic. That sounded great.
Thank you.
Thank you. The blind spots have arrived,
All righty.
and so we're going to go ahead and play one off of your CD while you guys are
It's transition.
transitioning, and then we'll have the 11 o'clock break. So let's hear what gigs you got coming up one more time, and then I got to throw you out.
May 11, and it's the most graciously we've ever been thrown out.
Well,
We've been
not to
thrown
say,
out
I
of better
really,
places.
really
It's okay,
appreciate
we'll-
you coming in. I know it's a lot on a Sunday
Oh,
morning.
no, it's been great. We really appreciate you guys
Oh,
having us.
Our pleasure. for
We're going
sure.
to be May 11th at the Blind Tiger Pub, May 31st at Jake's in Hillcrest, and June 27th at McGurk's Irish Pub in Shenango Bridge.
Okay, and again, that's Acoustic Persuasion. On the Facebook page is probably the best way to track you down, right?
Acoustic Persuasion is the Facebook page, so
Alright.
it's easy to find space between Acoustic and Persuasion.
Cool beans.
There we be.
Cool beans. Do we have a track off the CD?
We do have a track off the CD, and it's, what's the name of it?
I think what's coming up is Willin', but not 100% positive.
Willin', that's a Little Feat song.
It is a Little
Very
Feat
cool.
song. We
Very
have several of those that
Yeah.
are in the repertoire.
Let's hear it, Nana. And thanks, you guys.
Thanks so
you.
much, Fred.
Thank you.
All right, we gotta get a picture.
Yeah.
Work by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm drunk, dirty, but you know what, I'm still willing to be moving. 'Cause out on the road, late at night, I see my pretty Alice, very headlight, Alice. Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari to Hatchet to Toledo, driven every kind of rig that's been made, driving on the back road so I wouldn't get wet. And if you give me weed, whites, and wine, try to sleep at my headstone did, but I'm still on my feet, and I'm still willing. A whole lot of trouble. Smuggle some folks and smoke from Mexico, baked by the sun every time I go. Mexico, but I'm still willing.
That Sunday Show. Tell your friends the only radio station that features local talent is Magic 101.7. WLTV, Johnson City, Endicott, Binghamton.
Magic weather.
All right, we're back. I'm waiting for my theme music, but I don't have any. This is, there it is. This is That Sunday Show on Magic 101.7. My name's Fred, and we're killing time. The blind spots are setting up about 3 tons of equipment in here. And, sir, can I help you? Are you with the blind spots, old timer?
I ain't blind. Do I look blind?
Oh, no. You're that guy that calls in here all the time.
This is Mike Simpkins.
What are you doing in here?
Well, since I can't call in anymore, I figured I better come down and see how my show is going.
What's your show?
I am the star of the show, you know. This was my brainchild.
Okay, if you say so. All right, let's get back to some more music. Let's play the Blind Spots, Animal State.
True enough, there are reasons why I watch the fire as it starts to die. Think of you when you're by my side. I hear your boot tap right in time. Flip the page, another year gone by. Laundry list, but no assembly line. The days as new as if it wasn't mine. Scan the ground for change just to stay alive. I face you and there's no stage. You see me in my animal state. I'm running, meet you more than halfway. Still a lifetime of things to say. You stay level like a Kansas smile. As for me, I'm a real live wire. I'll reach for you after dreams of fire. Safer with you than they are inside. You bloom through cracks when the wells run dry. Harvest your hunger to help feed mine. Meanwhile, by you when I lose my mind, all the angels and fools will
Okay, this is That Sunday Show on Magic 101.7. I'm here with the Blind Spots, and boy, have we had some technical difficulties. My new co-host is fired. Just kidding, Colin. We tripped over a wire, folks, so bear with us, and thank you, Blind Spots, for coming.
Thank you for having
And
us.
Eileen, I guess you can fire me. It's a shout out to Eileen, the big boss, who's here a lot of the time but couldn't make it today. Thanks for listening. She said we sound great.
Great.
So we just played a couple of your songs. So tell us, I guess, let's start out with a little bit of the history of the band, how you guys got started, how long you've been around, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure. We've been together, I think we figured out it'll be about 4 years this summer.
So not that old.
Not that old.
Okay.
But this is, this is kind of, we're feeling like this is our summer coming up right now. We have our tour rig, we're ready to go. We just got our van and we've got some good shows coming up.
It's a really cool van.
It is a cool van. Recently named Vanessa, too. Vanessa.
Okay.
So let's see, history of the band. I don't know, Suave and I, the guitar player, Mike Suave, we met when I had moved back to New York from California, where I was going to grad school. And we started an acoustic project, just the two of us, and then started adding players because we decided we didn't really want to be in coffee houses and cafes. We wanted to be headlining, the later night shows. And so we added this Chris Ausler on bass and
Hi, Chris.
Openshaw on keys. And Mike Parker on drums is the newest addition to the group.
Hi, Mike.
He's been with us since December, I believe.
Yeah.
January?
January.
So, yeah, we've been through a couple of drummer changes, but we finally have our permanent dude.
A long-termer, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, so we just started playing around the area. We started playing up in the Adirondack region because Suave was in a band up there for years called the South Catherine Street Jug Band. And so he's got some roots up there, Plattsburgh, SUNY Plattsburgh, and around the Adirondack region. And so we started doing some shows up there, and then we've traveled around the region, basically. Traveled around New York, Pennsylvania.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Vermont. Yeah.
They're getting Nancy to play. What do you got for us? What are you going to play?
All right, we're going to play a brand new song that is, it's being recorded right now. We're recording at Pyramid Sound in Ithaca, New York. And this is one of the first 3 songs that we're recording for our new album. This is called New Persona.
Excellent. That actually sounds better on the radio than it does in here. Sounds good. Yeah.
Radio
Those little microphones. Whoop! I tripped and broke this microphone. So what's going on now? We know a little bit about the history. You got a lot of stuff going on. You're working on a CD.
We are working on a new album. We have the first 3 tracks pretty much laid out, and we're just we're in the process of writing a lot, and so we're just going to keep writing and see what sticks. Certain songs may be better than others, and so we want a full-length LP. So that'll be, we don't have a deadline yet, we don't have a timeline, but we are recording and we're writing at the same time, which is really an exciting place for a musician to be.
Yeah, yeah, and gigs, you're booked pretty solid.
We're working on booking this summer. We have quite a few dates booked, and we are booking out into November. So
Coconut Inn next week.
Yep, May 4th. We are playing Coconut Inn in Friendsville, Pennsylvania for the first time.
That Friday or Saturday?
It's Saturday. Yep.
We had the Barleycorn, was it last night?
Yep, we were at the John
Last night, that
Barleycorn
was a
in
blast.
Owego. We
Love
love
the
the
Owego
Barleycorn.
folks.
Our
Barleycorn.
friends and fans in Owego are a blast. So
Cool.
We had a great night last night, and even though it's Friendsville, Pennsylvania, it's really only like 20 minutes outside of Binghamton.
Yes,
so,
I know.
Yeah.
I live there.
There you go. So we'll see you at the show.
You're a regular.
I guess you could call me that.
Yeah.
I don't go there all the time, but I drive past it twice a
Yeah.
day. I guarantee you that.
Awesome. Well, they've been bringing in some great acts.
They have.
Don the Buffaloes played
Yep.
there, and our friends in Driftwood have loved
Yes.
that place and
Yep.
bringing in good crowds there. So we're very excited.
Yeah, and it's a good place to have a show too. There's lots of space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a weird request.
Sure.
I understand that you do an amazing version of Oscar Mayer song in the style of Billie Holiday.
They've done their research.
I know they have.
That's my job on the history.
I knew I was going to get called out eventually. I knew it would happen on the radio. I was going to get called out. So in my family, it's sort of like late night
I think it was
drinking
some other
tradition.
thing though, too, because somebody else had said that.
I don't know. Well, in my family, it's late night drinking tradition to come up with versions of of people singing, impersonating musicians or singers and doing bizarre songs. And so Billie Holiday singing "I Wish I Were an Oscar Mayer Wiener" is one of those. I also have a Bob Dylan singing "Just a Spoonful of Sugar" from Mary Poppins, but I'll give you.
I want to hear that.
Oh, this is great.
Maybe I should save it for the end. It could be the finale. All right, I'm getting called out. I have to keep my word. Okay, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Oh man, talk about put them on us. They're never gonna come on our show again.
Never worked this time again.
Jeez.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Never ready.
Bob only has a first name. It's O-S-C-A. My Bob only has a second name. It's N-E-Y-E.
That was awesome. I'm gonna tell everybody I know now.
Oh man. Hey, you heard it here on That Sunday Show.
We're gonna go to Coconut next week and stay right in front of
Oscar Mayer! Oh man! All right, you want to play one of your regular songs?
One of our regular songs where I get to sing like me.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we?
You can save Dylan for the end.
You guys are
You
playing this
shouldn't
one
have
on
thrown
the
that
air.
out there and we're willing to do it.
One per radio show. All right.
All right, let's go.
Animal State.
Sure. Here we go. Oh,
Flip the page, another year gone by.
fantastic.
Thank you.
This really sounds good.
You need the mic for.
Huh? Oh, I need the mic. Okay, this is the Blind Spots on That Sunday Show on Magic 101.7. So you guys are recording, you're playing out. What's the long-term vision? Take over the world?
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, our dreams are unabashedly large.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like there are a lot of bands playing around right now that they're like too cool to say they want to go for it, and we're not. We're not too cool to do that at all. We do have big plans for this band, and I mean, right now the only real thing that you can do is just work really hard, and so that's what we do. We rehearse 3 times a week and as much as we possibly can. And if some of us didn't have day jobs, we would do it every day. So yeah, I mean, we would like to eventually tour for like 8 months out of the year and then be home for 4 with our families and stuff. So that's the goal, touring off of an album, and basically just to be able to sustain ourselves, to be able to make enough money playing and writing that we can sustain ourselves doing this.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of fun in between all that too.
Well, I mean, that's why we do it. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. We got, I guess, we could go to the break now and we'll talk about what we're going to do next.
Okay.
We'll be right back with the Blind Spots.
Yeah, I did. I'm going to just freeze over.
Go! Hey, we're here with the Blind Spots, and they're ready to play on Magic 101.7, That Sunday Show. What are we playing, Maddie?
We're going to play a song called The Way We Stay Under. This will probably will appear on our next album.
So we'll be playing at the Coconut Inn next Saturday.
Next Saturday, May 4th as well.
Where are you next Saturday?
Shall I say it?
I guess that's this Saturday now.
Yeah. Now that it's Sunday.
What's the starting time on that?
10, I believe.
Club hours.
Club hours. Night owls.
Do you know if there's an opening act?
No, we're not bringing up.
Cool beans.
All right, so this is The Way We Stay Under.
You can hear the most beautiful music in the world right here in Binghamton, New York. Some by the Binghamton Philharmonic, some by Macintosh Audio Components. You can hear the Philharmonic by purchasing tickets either online at philharmonic.org or by calling 723-3931. And you can hear Macintosh Audio Systems at Audio Classics, 3501 Old Vestal Road in Vestal. And your service roaming in Johnson provides rooming with the characters special and stars. Your dogs are groomed in a home-like setting. 24 hours rooming. Pick up
play, you got 2 CDs out of all originals. Do you play any covers, or do you play all originals?
We try to, we call ourselves an original band because we write our own songs. But occasionally we'll throw in a cover just for fun. Just here and there.
Like the Oscar Mayer Wiener song?
Well, I don't know if we do that in the bar situation, but we'll do it on the radio.
Okay.
But we played, like, there was a benefit for the Ithaca Free Clinic, which is an amazing thing that they have not too long ago, and it was a Pink Floyd theme. And so we learned 3 Pink Floyd songs, and we just had so much fun doing it that we bust those out every once in a while.
Cool.
But, we pride ourselves on being an original band because, there are a lot of people who are playing other people's songs, and that's not how you really get yourselves out there.
You got a lot of fans, and what's over 6,000 hits or likes on your website, right?
On Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're working it out there.
And part of that is because of you being so courteous and responding and being nice. I told you during the break.
She's not nice.
She is to people like me. It's amazing how many bands can't be bothered to respond to me. It's just bizarre.
Well, we take it seriously. We were very appreciative of the opportunity to come in and play for you guys.
Yeah, well, we're thrilled to have you here. A big name like you guys coming all over. Now, you got a show coming up at the state you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, this is a big one for us. Ithaca Festival is on the last weekend of May this year. So it's going to start on Wednesday, May 29th. They usually do a parade on Thursday, but they're doing it on Wednesday this year. And then Thursday, they're doing this wine and food tasting thing downtown and in front of the State Theater. And Toots and the Maytals is coming, reggae legend Toots and the Maytals. And they're on their 50th anniversary tour, which is pretty incredible.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been together a long time. I saw them at Grassroots.
All the original members?
That's debatable. I don't know.
Is the original group name, I believe. The original group name.
So we're opening at the State Theater in Ithaca for those guys, which is really exciting for us. For me, I've been seeing shows there for years, and I didn't figure it would be quite a while until we played that stage. So it's very exciting. Toots is traveling with Anders Osborne, who's also incredible. So
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. So we're going to kick off the show. It's an early-ish show. I want to say around 6 or 7 o'clock, and they're doing tickets are going to be cheaper than usual at the State Theater. I think it's around $25 to $35 or something for tickets, which is way cheaper than they usually do. And it's part of the Ithaca Festival, which they've never done. So Ithaca Fest is partnering with the State Theater, and this Toots and the Maytals show is a Dan Smalls Presents show. Dan Smalls is a fabulous promoter in town, and he likes us, which is very good for us.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Date and time on that again?
It's May 30th at the State Theater in Ithaca, and we're blind spots opening for Toots and the Maytals with some Anders Osborne.
Excellent. And we're talking a little bit about the one up there in Trumansburg.
Yes.
Why can't I ever remember?
Finger Lakes Grassroots Festival of Music and Dance. It's got a kind of long title, so unless you call it Grassroots. We're playing Grassroots again. This will be our 3rd year, and we're thrilled to come back. It's a pretty classy festival. They've got acts from all over the world coming in, and always some great headliners. They've gotten some really, some country legends coming in too. Sad thing, George Jones just passed away.
Yeah.
He was at Grassroots last year.
Was he really?
Yep, he was. He was the headliner there.
I gotta get there this year.
Yeah, you do. It's an incredible festival. Great people. Down in the Buffalo puts it on, and they're the sort of heroes of bands around this area. They're one of my personal faves too. I've been dancing to Down in the Buffalo since I was a kid. So very exciting for us to be back there. We absolutely love it. It's just a blast for us, and I get to sit in with some other bands too. Last year I sat in with the Gun Poets, who you should get on the show. The Gun Poets from Ithaca.
Okay.
They played Binghamton last night, actually. They played Fitzy's in Binghamton.
Really?
Yeah. And they're fabulous.
Well, likewise, tell them to try to look me up.
Yeah, I will. I'll do. They're a great hip-hop band.
Cool.
We did some co-writing with them, so.
Excellent. Okay, you guys ready to play another one?
Yeah, this will be our last live tune. Do you want to play an album track or?
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Ready to roll.
All right, so this will also be on our new album. This track is called Running.
riding, riding, riding.
Whoa. Cool. Very nice indeed. Okay, so is it almost time for the Bob Dylan?
Oh no!
Yeah. Said you close with it.
One per radio show. It's gotta be enough.
Oh, come on, just for us.
All right, sure.
We did blow out. We did all blow out all of our microphones.
We might
for
as
you.
well get silly. It's a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So,
What the heck?
what the heck? So, let's see. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down.
Oh, man. Oh,
That was
that's
wonderful.
great.
God.
That is great. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Fred.
Did you want to run through the upcoming stuff one more time, and then we'll close on with a couple
yeah.
songs off the CD?
Yeah, we always we like to tell people to go right to our website if they're interested in
Yep.
checking out tour dates, which is just theblindspots.com. And all the tour dates are right there on the homepage, and you can also listen to music there and get our press photos and press kit and watch the videos. We had a video released recently for Animal State, the song that we played earlier. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was recorded at Shangri-La Studios in Brooklyn, which was quite an experience for us. Very cool. So yeah, tell everybody to go right to the website.
Yes.
And upcoming shows, we're playing the Coconut Inn next Saturday for the first time. It'll be May 4th. And then our other exciting one that we have coming up is the State Theater show. It'll be Thursday night as part of the Ithaca Festival at the State Theater opening for Toots and the Maytals on their 50th anniversary tour.
That's great.
Yeah, exciting.
Awesome.
Exciting stuff.
All right, we're going to play a song off the new CD called Animal. Is it Animal or Animals?
Animals.
Animals.
We're all animals.
We're all animals. Thank you all very, very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us,
That's
Fred.
fun.
It's our pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's hear it.